Hello everyone, this is Des from Des Does Gaming, and welcome to my continuing series of 7 Days to Die single player. This is part 2 of the series. If you recall, in part 1 we made our way through the wastelands, crafted a couple of important items to take with us on our journey, namely the stone axe and the crossbow, which I have here in my inventory, and had ourselves a little fall out this window. What you haven't seen, due to an error between the chair and my keyboard, namely me, I lost an original recording I had for part 2, so you'll notice we're now on day 3 instead of day 2. So, the only things that you missed out of day 2 was a lot of scavenging. I did greatly increase my number of bolts. I went out looking for sticks and stones and feathers and so forth, and made a lot more crossbow bolts. Another thing I picked up was this handy barbed wire club, which is useful for melee attacks against the zombies. It takes 2 hits to the head to take a zombie down, so be careful whenever you're using this. But perhaps most importantly, I was able to pick up a Forge Ahead book. Now, this is arguably one of the most important books in the game, because what it allows you to do is craft a forge. And the forge is used for creating iron ingots, and you can use that to make tools such as the shovel, pickaxe, and so forth. But without the Forge Ahead book, which I did now receive, you cannot craft the forge. So we can actually go ahead and do this now, but I don't want to, because a forge is something that is more of a permanent structure. I don't really need it in this house because I'm going to soon move on down the road and see what else is out there. But once I get to the point where I start building up a small amount of iron, which I can use my stone axe to mine from the cliffs here in the plains where I'm located, I can start forging that iron into ingots and then tools and so forth. So that's quite a game changer for me, getting the ability to make this forge. Now, the only other thing that you missed from the last video that was lost is the fact that I got into a bit of a scrap with some zombies. You'll notice my health is relatively low here, and my leg is still splinted. I actually broke my leg jumping down getting away from zombies. I would have loved to have shown you that clip. My apologies for it going missing on me. But most importantly, I need to go ahead and get a med kit going so I can get my health back up. So that's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to make a med kit. So I think it's called First Aid Kit. Here it is in the crafting window. I have all the necessary supplies. I have cloth, which I can use to make bandages. I have the grain alcohol that I found in a chest, and I have a blood bag, which is needed for the third item in the kit. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a simple bandage. Let's go ahead and craft that first. Alright, so I have that placed into the crafting grid along with the grain alcohol and one of my blood bags. This is going to make a first aid kit, which is really important right now, because right now with the way I'm currently standing, I wouldn't last too long out there. Alright, so I'm going to use that, but first I'm going to grab a bite to eat because my food is getting a bit low. Very soon I'm going to have to drink some water here, and since I only have bottled murky water, which came out of a toilet actually, what I'm going to have to do is drink the water and then immediately take some vitamins right afterwards. So it should be a good time. Alright, let's go ahead and do that now because my water's very low. The venison steak I just ate really drains the hydration. So we're going to likely get dysentery from this. Yeah, that's a wonderful sound. Alright, yep, there it is. If you see the little icon on the bottom left, I'm sick to my stomach and have diarrhea. It says goldenrod tea may help. Alright, so we're just packing it in. Alright, so make sure I'm fully hydrated. What I'm going to do, here's my vitamins. Let's go ahead and take these vitamins first, get rid of the dysentery. Alright, dysentery is now gone. Now let's get our med kit in place, our first aid kit. And now we're back to nearly full health. Okay. We're going to pack up our stuff and go ahead and hit the road. One thing I did notice, I know that in my first video I said I wanted to make it to the central city at 00. That's actually the city that I went through. So we're going to stay pretty close to this area. What I'm going to do today in this video, I'm going to start looking for a town. I'd like to be able to find a town nearby, maybe get some supplies. I'd like to find a cooking pot. Now, I should mention that I do have in my possession the ability to make a forge now. So what I could do is go out and get some iron and make my own cooking pot. And of course, the cooking pot's going to be needed for boiling water, so that way I don't have to worry about keep finding vitamins. All right, so I'm going to pack up and leave here. I'm going to bring all the smelly meat with me. And we're going to hit the road here. I don't think I had anything else left behind here. So let's go ahead and get rolling. You know what? I'm going to take my torch with me too, because that may be useful later. It is 14:41, which is 2:41 p.m. So I need to make sure I keep an eye on the time. After about 2100 is when the zombies are going to start running. And that's the time I don't really want to be around. I'm going to take my other frames out of the back door as well, just because they're there and they could come in handy. Alright, so in the video that I recorded yesterday that was lost, I went up to the northeast. So I'm going to go ahead and head straight west on this road and see what I can find over this way. I really like the plains biome. It's kind of creepy from time to time. You hear that whispering. I don't know what it whispers. I don't know what language it is. But it's wide open. You can really see a lot around you. And there's a pig. I'm going to go ahead and take care of that pig. Lots of animals, and there's a rabbit up the road too. I think we're safe enough. We can go ahead and take care of both of these guys as long as we don't lose them. And as long as I can shoot straight. Yeah, squeal. You're mine. Alright, come on. Where's he at? Where's he at? There we go. Oh, that's a bird's nest. Come on. Give me the pig before a zombie walks up on me. Slice him open and get that meat. Alright, is that rabbit still around? He's way out here. Okay, so we have a choice. Can we go north or south? Let's go north. So yeah, the purpose of trying to find a town right now, I hope this isn't another Wastelands, is a town can have various resources I could use. Oh, it's desert. Okay. Some of the resources could include books, which are needed for some of the crafting recipes that are needed. I could have cooking pot, bottled water, canned food, things like that. Maybe even find some weapons. I'd like to stay fairly close to the city in the south, the wastelands that I ran through. I don't want to go too far north, but I'd like to just find a small town. Here's a town in the desert. Okay, this is exactly what we were looking for, just a small town. And the wastelands with the city at 00 is right back down the road there. So this is great. What I'll probably do, I'm going to go ahead and clear out a place to get some shelter here because it's already 5:30 at night. But I'm going to ravage this town of everything I can get out of it, head back down to the plains, and try to set up my own shelter. Okay, I need a shot to the head, not to the throat. Alright, let's go ahead and make our way into this first house here. Missed that guy. I'll let the zombie do the work for me and break that door down while I take care of these guys out here. Oh, come on. Okay, is there another zombie in here? Yep, right there. Don't smack me. There you go, down you go. Anything else in here? Okay, let's check this nurse out. Splints, I'll take those. I can't put the block down where I want because the nurse is in the way. Okay, so we're inside our first house here. One of the first things I want to do is make sure everything's secure. The refrigerator's blocking that way. I'll take the bottles with me. I guess I can only get through going this way. Well, I can't get through to the kitchen this way. That's kind of a bummer. Alright, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my meat... There's another denim jacket, some painkillers. I want to put my meat in this cabinet here, in this dresser, because it's going to continue putting off odor and letting guys know that I'm in here. What else do I have on me that smells? Okay, that's it. That's everything. Okay, so now I no longer give off an odor. Let's see, I'm currently undetected but sensed. Okay, so I guess the only way I'm going to be able to get into that kitchen is break through the wall here. Alright, so we'll come back in just a moment after I get through this wall. Alright, we're through the wall now. Lots of zombies outside, so I need to be careful. Let's go ahead and start looting some of these. What we want to find is a cooking pot. That would really be great right now. I don't yet have any iron, so I can't make one of my own. Okay, I'll take canned food. Nothing in there. Stove maybe has a cooking pot? Come on. Nope. I'll take the pipe. We can always use more iron pipes. Nothing in this kitchen. That was really worth my time to break through there. Alright. Guess that's the only way I can go. Alright, let's continue exploring the house here. A blue bandana and a tank top. Well, I can equip those real quick. I already have a red bandana. Which one do I want? Red or blue? Let's stick with the red. I like the red better. Green tank top just to give a little bit of extra coverage on my chest area there so I'm not running around like a crazy naked guy. I don't want a book. What am I picking that up for? Books are handy later down the road when you want to make shotgun ammo. That's really the only use I've seen out of them so far. Because you can craft them into paper, and then from there, with the necessary supplies, you can craft shotgun ammo. Alright, you see the time is currently 20:14. That's 8:14. Worn boots, I'll take them. And I am currently sensed again. Okay. So, in about an hour, zombies are going to start running again. Come on, hit the ladder. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and break out this ladder now, just to save myself the trouble of doing it later. I prefer to use frames to get up into attic spaces, because zombies can climb ladders. So I break those down, and I usually plug up the hole like you saw in that last house with frames. Anything up here? Alright, we're going to continue forward here. There's really nothing. Oh, a gun safe. That could be interesting. Alright, so we're good right here. Let's go ahead and get through this door. All clear. It looks like the gun safe is really the only thing in here besides the trash pile. Okay, another book. I don't need a book. Alright, let's put our torch up just so we can have some regular light besides my miner's helmet. And gun safes take 30 seconds to crack into, so let's jump in. Alright, 3 seconds left. 2, 1. What did I win, Johnny? Okay, a pistol slide and a short stock for a shotgun. As much as well, I'll tell you what. If I could find a shotgun barrel, then I could make a short shotgun, but then I don't have any ammo. We'll just leave those in here for now and just make a mental note of this house, because I am going to try to settle into this area. Put these boots on, give my guy some feet protection. Alright, it's now 9 o'clock at night, well, a couple minutes before. So, do I have any stones? Oh, I only got 3 stones. That stinks. Well, I've got cooked food on me, so I don't really need more cooked food. Do I still have some wood? I still have some wood. I'm going to go ahead and make myself another storage chest, just like I did in the last house. Basically just setting up shop. I want to move my food up here to the top floor. That way I have access to it if I need it. Notice how I just click on the item since I've already crafted it, and it will automatically make it for me. Just hit the craft button. Anything that you've crafted before, you don't really need to craft a second time. You can just click the button. Alright, so we'll just put this right here next to the safe. I don't have anything smelly on me now, so let's go downstairs and get our smelly stuff. Okay, let's grab our meat and get it upstairs. Oh, you see that? They either heard the noise or smell the meat because I'm already sensed just from that one movement. Alright, get the meat into the chest. We've got a lot of food here. Only these two cooked. The rabbit I have 8 and 1 charred venison. Okay, so I'm no longer smelling. So we're just gonna wait out the night here. Now hopefully in the morning time we'll be able to start rummaging through this town and seeing what kind of loot we can get. Still looking for that elusive cooking pot. I have 1 bottle of water. Alright, welcome back everyone. It is now morning time, so the zombies will not be running any longer. However, there are a couple of them I can hear moving around downstairs. I see a couple of barns over there. This could be a pretty neat little town. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make sure this house is clear. That's going to be my #1 goal. I got a knife. Let's go ahead and pull that knife out. Give it a shot. Alright, now they could be down here. I need to be careful. Okay, I don't see anything. I don't know if they ever made it in the house or not. I only heard a couple of them kind of scrapping around last night. Relatively uneventful. But I want to use caution just in case they did make it in. Looks like my blocks are still standing in the doorway. Let's check the back door just to make sure it was secure. Okay. Alright, so the house remains secure for this night. It occurred to me last night, well, I should say, today on this video, that I have not yet made a sleeping bag. So I'm going to do that because a sleeping bag is very important. Is it better to use my stone axe? Yeah. Alright, I'm breaking up these curtains, by the way, to get cloth from them, and cloth is used to make a sleeping bag. And the reason a sleeping bag is so important is because without a sleeping bag, you've not marked a respawn point. Okay? So, if I did not have a sleeping bag placed, like if I were to have a zombie break in and kick my ass right now, I could respawn basically anywhere in like a certain radius from where I first started. It could be a long walk to get back to where I am, or if I want to continue on from there, but regardless, the point is that it wouldn't be very fun because it'd be very counterproductive. Alright, so sleeping bag. You need 6 total pieces of cloth fragments. And, well, here, I'll just go ahead and pull up the grid for you. It's 2 on the left and then 1 across the bottom all the way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is our sleeping bag. So now, hoping I don't, but if I were to happen to die, then I can choose to respawn right here in this room, right on that sleeping bag. That's my new spawn point. So, I'm really glad that I remembered that because whenever you play a different server, like if I'm on my multiplayer server, it's been probably a month now since I've messed with the sleeping bag. It's been in the same place for the last month now, so it's one of those things that just slips by you if you don't really stop and think about it. So remember the sleeping bag. Alright, I think I'm going to end part 2 here. We have accomplished our goal for this video. We have located a small town. For the next video, I'll be raiding the small town, going house to house, looking for supplies and some items that I need just to survive. Still looking for that elusive cooking pot. If worst comes to worst, I could go ahead and try to start getting some iron ore or iron fragments from rocks, and I can start crafting the iron needed to make myself a pot. You can see right now all I have left to drink is bottled murky water, which has a very high chance of giving me dysentery. I think it's a 50% chance. So after I drink at least 2 bottles of that, I'm almost guaranteed to have a bad day. Alright, so that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post them below, and I'll do my very best to respond in a timely manner. Also, be sure to like and subscribe if you like what you see and if you want to see more. It's currently day 4 in this series. We're going to continue on until there's really nothing left to do. I'm going to try to show as much as I can that I know about this game. So I hope you join me for that journey. Thanks again. and we'll see you soon. Later.